Hi students, today I discuss about periodic table. In previous class I discussed up to the modern periodic law. Now according to electronic configuration, according to electronic configuration, we see that some molecules, some atoms like sodium 11 atomic number, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Oxygen 8, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Iron 26, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 and 3d6. And next lanthanide 57, xenon 54, next 6s2 and 4f1. From this we see that some atoms, for some atoms the last electron we write upon s orbital, some p orbital, some d orbital, some f orbital. So according to this, atoms, all elements are in a periodic table divided into four blocks. First S block, second P block, D block and F block. So all the elements in the periodic table divided into four blocks. Group 1 and 2 elements are S block. 13 to 18 elements are P block. 3 to 12 are D block. And lanthanide and actinides elements are F block. Okay? S block elements are generally metal, so they can conduct heat and electricity. As electricity, P blocks elements are metal, non-metal and metalloids. Okay. D block elements are metal. They have high melting point and boiling point. The compounds of the D block elements are generally colored, and D block elements in free or in compound, they used as a catalyst. Okay. F block elements are generally radioactive in nature. Okay. Now in periodic table, the properties of the elements are the periodic function of atomic number. The properties, which properties of elements are periodically changed are called periodic property. Periodic property or properties, and which are not changed periodically are called non-periodic property. Okay, the example of non-periodic properties is radioactivity, solubility, and color. These are the non-periodic properties. Okay, we cannot discuss this. We only discuss here periodic properties. First periodic property is atomic radius or radii. Okay, now what is atomic radius or radii? Every atom is spherical in shape and it has a center called nucleus. Now around nucleus there is a various number of circular orbit in which the electrons are circulating around nucleus. Okay, the distance between nucleus and the outermost shell or orbit for this atom, this, for this atom, this is outermost shell. So the distance between nucleus and outermost shell is called atomic radius. Okay, now how this atomic radius changes periodically along group and along period. Group and period. How this atomic radii changes. First, I tell the answer. According to period, if we go from left to right, the atomic radius decreases. Okay, according along group, if we go top to bottom, the atomic radii increases. But how? Let period 2. Here lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. Okay, so here is the important point. Various periodic properties, when we explain or define the group 18, cannot accept. Okay, because in group 18 the inert gas are present, so we cannot accept this group in periodic function. Okay, but not all properties. Some selective properties we can also accept this. Okay, so here group 18 not accepted. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorines. Period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 means period 1 means 1 orbit. Period 2 means 2 orbit. 3 means 3 orbit. 4 means 4 orbit. Okay. So all are in period 2. So it has 2 orbit, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Now atomic number of lithium is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in first orbit 2, here 1, here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the outermost shell. So now if we go from left to right, the atomic number increases, so the number of proton in the nucleus increases. Also, the number of outermost shell electron increases. So the attractive force between nucleus and outermost shell increases from left to right. So they come closer to the outermost shell come closer to nucleus, and that is why the radius decreases through period if we go from left to right. Okay, next group. Let group 1 hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Here also group period 17 can be neglected for periodic properties explanation. Group 18 and period 7. Okay. This is group 1, but this one period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 1 orbit, it has 2, it has 3, it has 4, it has 5, it has 6. So the radius is this, and this one. So if we go from top to bottom in a group, the atomic radius increases. Okay. So from period, nucleus and outermost electrons attractive force strong left to right, but for in a group, the nucleus and the outermost electron, the attractive force become less. Okay, this is the atomic radius, and these are the periodic change in a periodic table through period and group. Next, atomic radius in different compound, different compound, atomic radius is 3 types. First, covalent radius. Number 2, metallic radius. Number 3, van der Waals radius. What is covalent radius? That when two atoms covalently bonded means H plus H, when from H2 they overlap each other, one electron, these two, and form H. Okay. Now, what is the covalent radius? Covalently bonded, if two atoms form a covalent bond, the distance between the two centers, if we got half, so the half distance of the center of the two covalently bonded atom, that means this is called covalent radius. Okay. What is metallic radius? In a metal rod, the atoms are just closely packed, so the distance, half distance between two center of the adjacent atom is called, this is metallic radius. So metallic radius is greater than covalent radius. Okay. What is van der Waals radius? If two molecules can attract each other, but two molecules does not come to closer at a minimum distance. Okay. After a minimum distance, they repel each other. Let this two molecule come closer in this. This is the minimum distance. At that situation, the half distance of the two adjacent atom of the two adjacent molecule, that is, this is called van der Waals radius. Okay, so according these three, van der Waals radius is higher than metallic than covalent. Okay, next we just discuss about the atomic radius of atom. Now, what will be the radius of ion? We know ion is generated from atom by donating or accepting electron, and when donate it from cation, and when donate accept it from anion. Okay, now what will be the radius of cation? It is more than atom or less than atom. Similarly, the radius of anion will be more or less than that atom. Generally, the radius of cation is less than radius of the atom, but radius of the anion is greater than that of atom. So cation, radius of cation is less than atom, and radius of anion is greater than atom. Okay, how? Na and Na plus. In Na, atomic number 11, 2, 8, 1. Okay, so 2, 8 and 1. Okay, now in this situation, nucleus contain 11 proton. 11 proton, now 11 number of proton attract 11 number of electron in sodium, but for Na plus 10 electron present, but electron is 10 but proton is 11. So in Na plus cation, 11 number of proton attract 10 number of electrons. So for sodium ion, the force through the center is more than that of sodium atom, and that is why Na plus ion has smaller radius than that of sodium atom. Now Cl and Cl minus. Chlorine atomic number 17. Here electron will be 18, but here 17, proton 17, proton also here 17. So in chlorine atom, the 17 number of proton attract 17 number of electron, but in chloride ion, 17 number of electrons attract 18 number of electrons. So in this chloride ion, the attractive force to the outer direction is higher than that of to the center, and that is why Cl minus ion has higher radius than that of chlorine atom. Okay, so this is the atomic radius, which is a periodic properties of element in a periodic table, and how it is changes through period and group we well known. Okay.